the stage, Uncle Ian!
I started off doing anime cons, comic book cons, so I pretty much had to talk about some animated program at some point. 2013 is a very special year. 2013, they're releasing the 20th anniversary of a quintessential anime from the 90s that, for our generation, in our 20 years, it's coming back. A quintessential show that begins with an S and ends with Sailor Moon. It rhymes with Taylor Moon. It sounds like Sailor Moon because it is Sailor Moon. It's Sailor Moon. That is coming back. I am so stoked for this. I've been waiting for this for years. I remember 6 in the morning, you get up and you watched, not without any guilt, that season-and-a-half dub of Sailor Moon. Little, like, 10-year-old, 11-year-old me watching it. That was the first show that told me girls can kick just as much ass as guys. They can save the world just as over. Women are equal to men. They are badass. It can happen. Sailor Moon is a show about high school girls beating up monsters while wearing short skirts. Name one thing wrong with that sentence! But I loved it so badly. Now, I guess what Sailor Moon taught me was that it wasn't just girls who could stand up and really take account for their lives, but you also had characters that grew and developed and changed in ways that weren't just power upgrades. So you have to imagine the movie Sucker Punch with plot. Shoot! Oh, this just got real. But it was also my first branch into, like, Japanese animation, Japanese culture. You learned a little bit about Japanese high school culture. Like, you start to learn the little crosshair on the forehead that meant anger, and then the dark storm cloud was sadness. And then there was the sweat drop. The giant water drop. Remember trying to explain to your parents what the sweat drop was supposed to represent? What it came down to, what I started to realize was that Japan has an emotion that we do not here in America called shame. And the way shame works is that when you say something abominably stupid, rather than getting your own talk show on VH1, you feel embarrassed and you shut the hell up. We don't experience this in America. It's not an option. But with Sailor Moon, it was never just one Sailor Scout. She always had a whole team, and I loved the team. You know, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Venus, Sailor Mars, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor... well, not so much Sailor Pluto anymore. Yeah, is she even gonna be in the new series? We don't know. Something just got outsourced to robots. We'll find out. I mean, like Sailor Hoth, Sailor Vulcan, Sailor Gallifrey, Sailor Krypton. Well, maybe not so much Sailor Alderaan. Or Sailor Krypton, come to think of it. It was always a group effort. My friends grew up, especially my cousins, they grew up terrified of Darth Vader, terrified of the Death Star. I did not grow up terrified of the Death Star because in my logical little 10-year-old mind, I knew the Death Star was not real because it did not have a Sailor Scout representing it. This, of course, makes science class in the 5th grade all the more stranger because I'm sitting in earth science in 5th grade because by this point, season 2 had come along. And in season 2, they introduced Sailor Moon's, like, daughter from the future who time travels back to meet her mother as a teenager so she could effectively cockblock her. It's Japan, I don't know. I'm sitting there in earth science. Teacher, do we have, like, a smaller pink moon that everyone knows about but no one talks about? Like hiding in the shadow of the real moon that like rides a Pegasus into battle? Are you sure? Well, you might want to check again. I have a very reliable source. It's called a cartoon from Japan that says you are wrong. The most fascinating part with Sailor Moon was that it was always that 2.5-minute long transformation sequence in every episode. She never came to the fight dressed and ready for the fight. Western comics, Spider-Man, Superman, oh, there's crime, boom, I'm on call, let's go. Sailor Moon runs to the monster and then starts transforming which is so inefficient. You will never see the SWAT team breaking down someone's house. Go, 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 go! Shoot. Whose job was it to bring the guns? Steve, forgot, come on. All right, can you guys hold up? Steve didn't read the calendar, so Steve's gotta go get the guns. Oh, bullets too, we need those. And, yeah, 6 Kevlar if you can. Sorry. Can we use your bathroom? Sailor Moon runs to the fight and then transforms. Which every time we watch it, it's the same transformation sequence every single time, and every single time you just love it. The theme music starts playing, the background becomes all pastel, bubbles are just kind of appearing for the hell of it, and you're like, all right, bubbles, sparkles, let's go with this. But does the monster she's fighting see this as well? Do they have like an abridged version, or for them is it, or has every single monster over the course of maybe 500 episodes gone, all right, you're gonna, take your time, honey, I'll wait. It looks like she put a lot of effort into this dance. I want to see that she gets it off to, Okay, I should have gone to the bathroom before the fight, okay. Does it always? Okay, now she's twirling. Okay, where are the bubbles coming from? Okay, yeah. This is so inconsiderate. Could have finished watching Game of Thrones by this point. Could have finished reading Game of Thrones by this point. When is the next book coming out? All right, screw this. Hostages, does anybody want something from Starbucks? Anybody? You got a gift card? How much is left on your gift card? But that is so nice of you. You're gonna buy, okay, coffee? Yeah, all right, so how much is left on your gift card? Like 20? Can anyone break a 20? Can anybody hold up. All right, all right. No lattes, nothing seasonal. All right, she's finally, that was your whole transformation. Boots and a bow. Have you ever heard of a duffel bag? And then all 14 of Sailor Moon's friends show up, and then they transform too! And then halfway through the fight, this douchebag dressed like the Phantom of the Opera shows up and just throws a flower. And this always worked. And I loved every minute of it.